What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is me, Trash Salsa, and today we're going to be recording my 1980 Lakewood model K-223 2nd gen. I already know I recorded this, and there's actually a few videos like this on the channel, but my last one was way too long, and it was just, I wanted to redo it, so here we are. So this is my first fan ever in the collection. This was a family inherited fan, so I kind of had it since I was 2, if you will. So back in the 80s, my grandfather, he moved to this house, and there was no air conditioning yet, so he bought 3. There was 3 of these fans, and this is one of them. And then my mom and my uncle got the other 2. So my uncle has his. My mom's fan, though, died, but my uncle has his still, and it is actually on this channel. I think there's a video somewhere called The Guest K-223 or something, with like a Christmas thumbnail. So if you're curious in that, there is that on my channel. But this is the first and main K-223 out of all of them. So, and eventually it became mine because they got air conditioning, and then this thing is now obsolete. So, when I came around, I needed to sleep with a fan, so as a baby in the crib, this was the one I was running. So, yeah. And here we are all these years later, and it still works, still runs. Never had any issues with it. So, let's talk about it. First of all, this is just the iconic Lakewood right now. Like, this is the most common Lakewood you'll ever see, the K-223 2nd gen. Because when they moved over to the Kmart stuff, it really got popular. That's why all the P-23s and all that are popular. So, yeah, I believe I polished the blades here, so they're really shiny. It's got the Lakewood 2nd gen blade set, which is the rounder version of the 1st gen. This has the rounded corners, so it has the rounded corner grills, of course. Over the top here, we have the sparkly sticker. That's what Tori the Fan Man does. It's got the sparkly sticker, and the knob has a chip in it. I don't know how that got there. That was more recent, like a few years ago. It's also got the regular Lakewood handle. So, you know, few little scratches, paint missings, and all sorts of weird little shenanigans up here. But the rest of it's really nice. This fan never left the house. It was always in the house, always upstairs. So, yeah, never was really outside or anything. I think I still need to clean it again. I haven't really cleaned it in a long time. But yeah, pretty nice fan. The color is in baby blue. Last time I checked, babies are not blue, so I don't know what babies that Lakewood was looking at here. But there's a difference because the robin egg blue was the one on the P-23s and the 1st gen K-223s. Then they made a darker shade of the blue, and they called it baby blue. Again, babies are not blue, so unless they're talking about Smurfs, I don't know. Let's get to the back. Oh wait, no, not back. Let's go to the sticker first, actually. I forgot. Lakewood has stickers at the bottom. Yeah, K-223. Oh yeah, it says 2.7 amps. That's BS. This thing draws 2.4 amps on high from the wall using a kilowatt meter. So, and this is the later area code 60612. The 70s area code was 60607. So this is like the later of Lakewood's life. They had that area code to the end. The fan's pretty heavy. It weighs around 15-ish pounds. It's pretty average. It's probably average weight. The back grill is slightly yellowed. Not sure what from. These windows are actually too small. I don't think there's any really windows in the house that this fan works in, so I'm not sure how that got yellow. It might have just been over time. Don't know. And it's got the Macmillan square stator. This is the regular Macmillan 2nd gen square stator with the oil port. The 1st generation square stator had the oil hole, and it was usually diagonal, like on an S-23 or something. So, yeah, I think I need to clean this fan again. I cleaned it, I think, like 5 years ago, but not a big deal. There's the motor sticker. Really nothing important to see on there. See, that says 2.4 amps, so the motor is actually correct. Yeah, anytime you're curious about the amps, always check the motor, because they'll be always way more accurate than the fan will. And there's a broken piece of a slat there. Actually, that piece of a slat, that's from the Robeson. Actually, I know that now. I was taking the Robeson apart. I think I knocked one of the pieces of the grill insert, and it somehow got into this fan. So that's actually from the Robeson. So, yeah. Maybe they're sharing notes or something. I don't know. Maybe there's a secret fan bond I don't know about. Alright, anyway, without further ado, here is High. This fan has ran overnight on this speed anytime that I was here for like 13 years. And now that I have a full collection, I have the other fans that'll do that. That's what the fan rotation is. This fan is now retired. I don't run it overnight anymore. But this is an iconic low sound. Last I checked, the spin down was wicked long, but we'll see how good it is. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. This is probably the most sentimental fan I have. It was the first, and it was the one that kind of started it all. Because if I didn't have this fan when I was younger, I would have never gotten into the vintage box fans. Because I always wanted, ever since I saw this, and then I found out there was an S223, I always wanted one of those because it was like, you know, terracotta orange. So any fan that kind of looked like this one, I always wanted, and that's how I ended up collecting fans. You know, I go online and say, hey, that one's kind of like the fan I used to use when I was little. You know, and it just kind of built up from there. You know, oh, that fan's like this one, that fan's like that one, and eventually now here I am now with 28 fans. You know, but it's just the way it happens. I don't think there's anything else for me to mention. There's no startup sound or anything, so if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.